welcome back. In this video, we will be focusing on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 10, reducing inequalities within and among countries. The United Nations has 10 goals pertaining to the improvement of equalities, but I will be sharing with you 3 of those today. As always, if this is a topic that you would like to educate yourself on or you want more information about, then feel free to do research. The first development goal for reducing inequalities within and among countries is reduce income inequalities. What the United Nations would like to do is by 2030 progressively achieve and sustain income growth of the bottom 40% of the population at a higher rate than the national average. What this means is that they want to make sure that the bottom 40% of people are maintaining or increasing their income at a faster rate. The development goal is promoting universal social, economic, and political inclusion. What they want to do is by 2030 empower and promote their social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of age, sex, disability, race, ethnicity, origin, religion, or economic or other statuses. This is basically saying that they want everyone to be as equal as possible and not have to face unwanted standards and limits in their lives. This is one of the more general goals. Most of the time when people think of equality or inequality, these are the topics that come to mind. The third and final United Nations goal is responsible and well-managed migration policies. The goal for this aspect of reducing inequalities is that they want to facilitate orderly, safe, regular, and responsible migration and mobility of people. In conclusion, this is a very important and needed topic and change. Although the United Nations is doing a lot of work on it, you can help take part in this change. You can try donating money, find out what your rights are at work, and fight against inequality if someone doesn't have the same rights as you do. Raise your voice against discrimination and run a voting registration campaign. One of the issues contributing to rising inequalities is caused by the lack of representation of minorities and underprivileged groups in government. You can run a voting registration. One of the issues contributing to rising inequalities is caused by the lack of representation of minorities and underprivileged groups in the government. You can run a voting registration education in these groups to raise their engagement and representation in institutions of power. Visit local shelters, orphanages, minority centers, or veterans' homes and organize a conversation space. Support migrants and refugees in your communities. You can volunteer, donate food, appliances, or clothes to shelters. Favor companies that are inclusive. The company may do this through their employment or through their products. Always stay informed and updated on these changes that you are trying to make. Remember that we were all humans until race disconnected us, religion separated us, politics divided us, and wealth classified us. So let's come together and help the United Nations solve this worldwide issue.